Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I have for you a post-narrated showdown battle in the UU tier, which is the second post-narrated UU battle I've done in succession. I am not a massive player in this particular tier, but I'm growing to enjoy it. There are some really interesting things that are there to try out in the tier, and what I'm hoping to showcase today is one of those things. It's a rather special Porygon-Z set that I sort of muddled together, and I'm hoping to do some interesting things with. This is actually the team's first outing, so I haven't got to use everything just yet, but things are going to put in work along the way. On the opposite side, our opponent Cody, he actually could be a she. Hereafter I'll probably just refer to as he, because it seems to be my sort of go-to word. Anyway, he has got a presumably Mega-Aggron, they always seem to be these days. PZ can't actually touch Mega-Aggron, so I'm going to have to get rid of that Aggron and ideally get a big amount of damage on the Absol before PZ can go to work. So, without further ado, let's get into the game and see how it panned out. So, I'm going to lead off with Crobat. This is a utility bat, max HP, max speed. So, I'm going to go for the Taunt, predicting maybe the rocks, but Aggron is just going to Mega up straight away, and is not going to go for the rocks at all, is in fact going to go straight for the Heavy Slam, which is going to do a big old number on my bat. But it's okay, I have ways of getting back my health, of course. Going to switch out into my Blastoise. It's going a bit slowly, maybe I'll just put it onto normal speed. There we go. In any case, we're just going to exchange moves now. I'm going to go for Seismic Toss, Aggron's going to go for Heavy Slam, the Taunt's now going to wear off, so we're both going to switch things up. I'm going to go for Scald as he responds with a Toxic. This is actually a max physical defense Assault Vest Turtle Boom, the Blastoise. So, out switches Aggron into Ding Pow. I'm going to get an S-Toss off, but don't particularly want to be taking a hit at that range of health. Going to go into Crobat to take either Stab or Fake Out. Opts for the latter on the Mean Shao. This again is absolutely fine, I can roost up on this thing. Does of course pack the knockoff, going to get rid of my Black Sludge, but again it's fine, I do still of course have the roost, which I'm going to go for again, and here comes another knockoff. Does get a crit, but I can deal with it, that's fine. Going to be able to go for the Super Fang on Mean Shao's U-turn, which means of course Regenerator for Mean Shao, but that's okay. In now comes the Tentacruel. I go for the Taunt just in case he wants to do any shenanigans, and what follows is Cody getting very unlucky with Scald. Not going to get a burn at all in 3 attempts as I just go for a Roost. Here's the second Scald, again no burn, and I'm just going to go for Super Fang for damage, and the third Scald is going to come in and just really do nothing. But at this point I'm going to make the offensive switch and go into my Roserade. Now this is a modest max special attack Specs Roserade. Something at this point is going to die. And as you'll see, it's going to be the Flygon. Going to switch in the Flygon. I'm just going to go for that Specs Leaf Storm, modest max special attack, and it just decimates the Flygon. However, I'm at -2, in can come Tentacruel to take any hit now. I'm going to go into PZ, seeing this as a possible opportunity, but in comes the Aggron. Still can't really start setting up with the Aggron around, so I'm going to go make the offensive switch into Infinite, knowing I can take a Heavy Slam. Going to go for that Fire Blast. Aggron is just going to be sacked off here, and that's good for me, because now PZ can possibly do some work. In comes Tentacruel. I'm locked in and mixed, don't want to be doing anything here with Infinite. Going to go for the knockoff as I sack off my bat, which is absolutely fine by me. And now in comes the Absol. Hit me, well, if you insist. Just going to keep going for those Super Fangs. Going to go for another one, and Cody's going to get unfortunate and miss a Stone Edge. This actually proves crucial because it allows me to get a Toxic off before I die to the subsequent Stone Edge, and I'm going to be able to take advantage of the Toxic because now is the time where I can bring in my Porygon-Z and start going to work. Going to go for the Sucker Punch, but I'm faking him out here, go for the Agility. And now, thinking he's going to see me go for that again to try and stall him out, I go for Shadow Ball, take out the Absol, and that's absolutely fine. Now it's PZ's show. In comes the Tentacruel. I'm holding the Twisted Spoon, I go for Psyshock, I doubt that crit matters. So, that's the Tentacruel down. In comes Starmie, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. easily be able to 2-hit KO the Starmie from that range. Scald, not going to be able to do enough, still doesn't get a burn. Again, very unfortunate. I can go for the Shadow Ball, take out the Starmie here, and now it's Meanshao versus the world, but I have a plan. Meanshao's going to go for Fake Out, that's fine, because now I can show Norton's party piece, Conversion, turning me into the Ghost type, meaning Drain Punch won't do anything. And now I can go for Shadow Ball, which is now adaptability boosted, and take the game. So that was the game. Just to explain that PZ set a little bit more, Shadow Ball, Psyshock, Conversion, and of course Agility. Now, the way Conversion works, it turns your Pokemon's typing into the type of the move that is top of your list. In this case, that's Shadow Ball. So, what I can do is use Conversion to turn Porygon-Z into a Ghost type, which really messes with fighting types. Of course, I then have an adaptability boost on Shadow Ball because I'm a Ghost type, and that Twisted Spoon boosted Psyshock can also deal damage to the fighting types. And that's how PZ works in an ideal world. It just happened to do so in its first ever battle, which I was really happy with. So, as I say, that's going to be it from this video. I will hopefully be using this team in the future because I can see it going places. It's got some really interesting sets on there, some really powerful mons, and yeah, I really enjoyed it in the one battle I've used it in. As I say, that's going to be it from me today. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and with that, I guess I hope to see you next time. Laters!